I already put up something about the execution of Barbara Graham and, how it was turned into two movies, I Want to Live. Okay, now I want to put out there a possibility. Would it be possible to make a movie about Bloody Babs, as she was called in the press, that was realistic? That is, a movie that told the truth that she probably was guilty and that she, was involved in the murder of an elderly handicapped woman. Now, one problem with that is people are very rarely sympathetic to somebody who murders someone who is elderly and kind of helpless. And, the fact that Mabel Monahan was both elderly and handicapped is probably the reason why the murderers got the death penalty. Now, the fact is, though, that in the background of Bloody Babs, there were sympathetic elements. She was born to a 14-year-old unmarried mother. Her mother went to a reform school when Barbara was very young, and she was kind of passed around between relatives and foster families. Okay, she was sexually abused, I believe, as a child. She had a very, very bad background. She did also make attempts at a normal life. She enrolled in a business college. She married. And she tried sometimes to go straight. But there were always problems and they weren't successful, and she would go back to her criminal sort of ways and hang out with criminals. And of course, that's how she got involved in the Monahan case, which was meant to be basically a burglary or robbery. I don't believe they went in there with the intention of killing Mabel Monahan. What happened was that they couldn't get the money that they thought was there, and they murdered her basically to silence her. Now, according to the testimony of one of the people who turned state's witness, Barbara Graham did the pistol whipping. Now, it is kind of hard to be sympathetic to somebody who pistol whipped somebody who didn't do them any wrong. Now, but the thing about that is, Barbara Graham at that time was hooked on heroin. She was very frustrated, probably may have been going through some withdrawals, and she may have taken it out on Mabel Monahan. Okay, and whether she did the pistol whipping or not, which we can't really know for sure, she was almost certainly guilty of felony murder. I think it would be nice. It would be kind of interesting to see somebody try to make a movie about that Mabel Monahan murder that was realistic, that showed Barbara Graham, who was, a mother of small children and a very attractive woman, as guilty. And I just want to put that out there, that it might make an interesting movie to tell the true story of Bloody Babs. A story that is not without sympathetic elements, but that is ultimately pretty nasty. Okay, hope you like hearing that.